A trip to Universal Studios Japan, Minion Land soft opens.
And if you want to know what the second HHN house announcement is,
then look for the light.
This is episode 565 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you here. As always, we have a very fun episode in store. Fun. I couldn't find a better word. I wish Tracey was here to help me. So she's not here, but I do have a couple other people with me and a special guest as well. Joining me, I have Michelle.
Hey, everybody.
Lee.
Hello, everyone.
And filling in for Tracey, we have Michael Mangione.
Good afternoon.
Hello,
How's it
Michael.
going?
Good to have you
Hello,
back
hello.
on.
Always a pleasure having a talk with you.
I'm always glad to be back.
Yeah, last time it was your book, which I can't remember the title of, so I'm not even going to begin to attempt it.
Yeah, about the mummy, and it was fabulous.
Yes.
And I read it cover to cover and still talk about it today.
Go on then, Michael.
Plug that title, Michael.
Yeah.
Plug the title.
Well, it's the third unit. True stories from Revenge of the Mummy, the grand opening and the first year and a half of operation.
So awesome.
And I'm actually getting ready to release the second edition. It's
Ooh.
the same book, just with some grammatical error cleanups and expanding on a few stories.
Nice.
So the
But,
director's cut.
Yep,
Yeah.
different publishing company and all that. So it should be coming out within
Cool.
the next month or so.
So
Very
good.
cool.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
more of those types of books written by ex-team members. It would be so cool.
Me too.
Yeah,
I was so fascinated the entire time I was reading it, just because I love Universal so much, and hearing anything about behind the scenes is like the best.
Yeah.
I mean, on top of that, we're pretty much nerds here. But even for the non-nerdy crowd, it's still very cool.
It is.
Stories and information
Well, thank
about
you.
it. Yeah.
You know, I got to meet Brendan Fraser last year at MegaCon, and I gave him a copy of it. I don't know if he's read it, but
awesome.
at least he's got a copy.
Cool.
That is cool.
That is
And I had
awesome.
him sign my last copy of the original book, which is sitting on my bookshelf right now.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yes.
All right. I guess we should get into it. So, Michael Mangione is this week's Tracey, just without the accent or female tones. But speaking of which, as Lee mentioned a few episodes ago, Tracey visited. This is very hard to say. Like, it's hard for me to say this. I know, Lee, even for you, it's even hard to say. So, Tracey visited Universal Studios Japan last week. So, over to Tracey.
Look, I was getting live reports when she was in. So she got in line to get into the park before I'd gone to bed. She'd got there that early. It was killing me.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how you slept.
So anyway, yes, I will pass it over to her.
Okay, it's really loud in here. I am in line for Mario Kart. It is listed as 80 minutes standby, but I'm a single rider. I can sit in front of the line, and it has taken me about 20 minutes. So that's not bad. Single rider for the win. So I will post review after I have beaten everybody. Yeah, we'll see if that happens. Okay, later. Okay, there are no quiet places in this land at all. It is ridiculously busy. One thing I'm going to say is they need more places for people to get hydrated, because it is red hot and the lines are like 20-30 minutes just to get a bottle of water. I know it's difficult because time, space is a premium, but that's my only complaint so far. Absolutely love this land. Mario Kart was flipping amazing. Absolutely blown away by it. Yeah, I came last in the car, but it was my first ride. It was a lot of fun. A little like, Little hurt me saying it's like Toy Story Midway Mania, but without the physical actions. You're just hitting buttons on your steering wheel. Great fun. If the time drops again, which it doesn't look like it's going to before I leave this area, I will ride again. And as I say, I'm in a line for about 3 years to get a bottle of water. Then I'm going to hop on Yoshi because the time is climbing for that. I'm hoping as a single rider though it will be less. I have a reservation at Canopio's Cafe for 1:30ish, so I'll head in there and fill my boots. But yeah, enjoying it. Weather's really good. I think it's about 24 degrees at 10:40 a.m. So I keep ducking into the shops for some air conditioning and to plan what I'm line is amazing. It was listed 55 minutes. I've currently been in line 40, so I thought I'd record this quick and I'll let you know what I think on the way out. And another noisy voicemail, no doubt. Yeah, I found a slightly quieter spot, so that's 2 rides I've done, and it's 2 for 2. They are both amazing. Yoshi's Adventure didn't last long, as we know. Just a cute, slow-moving little ride. Was it worth waiting? But it worked out, it was about 45 minutes of wait till the end. Yes. I would wait 45 minutes again for that. Would I wait longer than an hour? Probably not. Not if I'd already done it. But I'm glad I did. It's so cute. There's a little game to play. You have to look for eggs and press the corresponding egg button, and you get little yihies and stuff like that. Really, really cute. I am going to go in search of somewhere to sit down for 5 minutes and rest my feet, because I've been since 5:30 and they're starting to hurt. So, wow, kids are a bit loud. Had a lot of sugar apparently. So yeah, I will let you know when I do the next one, whatever that's going to be. So, I was in Super Nintendo World from 9:10. No problems getting in, no problems with anything. 9:10 I get in, took photos, took video, jumped straight on Mario Kart because that immediately went up, and then went and got a drink. That's a pain in the arse because there's not a lot of places to get a drink from. And then this is just freaky, really weird. Spider-Man, by the way, is identical to ours apart from it's in Japanese. So I did a few bits, did a little live, and I'd ridden Yoshi. That was so much fun. But that's it, that's the only 2 rides there. I'd already had my photos taken going in, and I was going around doing as many of the, whatever it's called, the band, not a magic band, you know what I mean?
Power-up
do as
band.
many of those as I could, but the queues were really long, and there's no shade whatsoever. And it just got so full. So at 12:30, I've been sat around for like 20 minutes with nothing to do, because every line was too long for me to jump back in, even a single rider. I'd been around everywhere, I'd looked at as much as I could, been to the toilet 3 times, drank 3 drinks, and my window wasn't until 1:30, and then that was just to get in line, and the line was like an hour and a half, and I was just like, I can't just sit around and waste that time when I've got the rest of the park to see. So with Gillian's help, I made an executive decision and came out, and I went and I had a Jaws meal, and that was great because I was overlooking the ride. And then I went and rode Jaws, and that was great. So now I've just ridden Spider-Man, done some shopping, but I've kept my lunch stuff from Jaws, of course. So I'm going to go and see how long it is to ride the Flying Dinosaur. Well, the last ride on Jaws on the way out was a mistake, because there are 2 huge water rush splashes. Yeah, I am dripping. God knows I'm going to get my clothes dry for the flight tomorrow. But hey ho, good day, and I'm on my way out the park. Really off because they charge for pictures with Jaws. I wasn't paid $2,000 for that, so
Yikes.
Yeah, that was it.
Good ending.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's going to do a trip report. We'll get her on and do her full trip report. If you go on our Instagram, I've posted a lot of videos. So when she was saying that she stopped halfway through, Michael, you mean, because we talked about this, she was stood in New York. She sent me a 360 video of New York, and barring a couple of bits, it looks exactly like Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
So cool.
Exactly like Orlando, and Hollywood Boulevard's the same. It kind of like there's Mel's Drive-In, and then the Dark Room, and Schwab's Pharmacy, and then you reach that next, and it, like the end looks different, but she said it was just like completely uncanny valley.
Yeah, aside from the canopy that's over Hollywood Boulevard Production Plaza area, you'd walk around there and think you were here.
And the huge coaster that's kind of looming over the back of it as well. Yeah.
That too.
I think she rode about 9 rides altogether. But again, I want to do a proper trip report with her because I haven't actually spoken to her a lot about it, to be fair. So that report...
I'm dying to hear her full report, to be honest.
Yeah, she got there at 7:30 in the morning, and it was already rammed with people waiting to get in because she was like, I'm probably not going to get into Super Nintendo World. And the fact that they suspended tickets for the first hour, when she walked straight in, she just lucked out completely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm so jealous. I hate her right now. I was trying to be supportive. Yes, dear, it's great. Enjoy yourself. And thinking, you...
It's okay. I'm sure she's laughing all the way.
Oh,
to
of
the parks
course.
over there.
Yeah. Yeah, so jealous.
Yeah. Definitely an experience. I don't know if I'd say once in a lifetime, but pretty close to it.
Yeah. Just...
That's so cool for her.
I hate her.
Sorry, Lee.
Let's move this along so Lee does not go deeper into this hole. So we have some updates of Little Things with Seth.
Hi, this is Seth Kuberski, co-author of The Unofficial Guides, back with another look at all the little things new around the Universal Orlando Resort in late June of 2023. And I want to start by giving a congratulations to Universal's parks because according to the recent TEA ACOM report, Universal Orlando was the only resort to have more visitors in 2022 than it did before the pandemic. Okay. According to my sources, at this rate, Universal Orlando's attendance should surpass all of Walt Disney World by 2030. Wow. Now we're going to start out in City Walk, where there's been a lot of activity recently. The splash pad in the middle of City Walk, which was behind construction walls for a long time and then briefly turned into a plot of artificial turf, has now reopened as a functioning splash pad. The fountain around the corner behind Big Fire also recently returned to service after a refurbishment, and there's been a number of pop-up events in City Walk lately. The United States Army erected a tent where they were having selfie stations, and there's been signage to promote the Teenage Kraken film. Finally, City Walk has been celebrating Pride this month, like the rest of the Universal Orlando Resort. Inside Vivo Italian Kitchen, there's a display of rainbow-colored homemade pasta. And the Red Coconut Club has been having Pride nights every Thursday evening, in addition to hosting DJ Chino on Friday nights. Inside Universal Studios Florida, the big news, of course, is the soft opening of Minion Land on Illumination Avenue. If you are visiting the new Minion Cafe, here's a little tip. Mobile ordering is mandatory, and in the app there are 2 separate entries for the restaurant. One if you want table service, and one if you want to pick it up. I had my food delivered table service, and I will say it worked much better and quicker than similar mobile order table service elsewhere in the resort. Alongside the new Minion Cafe, the Bake My Day Bakery also opened up. If you've got a sweet tooth but you are vegan, I'm sorry to report there are no plant-based desserts at the shop at this time. But if you step right outside, they have some vegan varieties of Freeze Pops, and the banana popcorn available at Pop Nana is also vegan. Before you leave Illumination Avenue, be sure to stop by the new theater, located where the old Shrek meet and greet was. You can now meet Johnny, Gunter, and Rosita from Sing there, along with the Minions. In other Universal Studios news, the Five and Dime store at the exit of the Bourne Stuntacular now has preview merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights featuring The Last of Us.
Spoilers.
Over in San Francisco, there's a repaving project right now in front of Lombard's Landing, but the restaurant is still open. And I've noticed that Revenge of the Mummy rerouted its express lane. It now merges with Standby at the bottom of the staircase instead of using its own dedicated side of the loading platform. Hopping across to Islands of Adventure, there isn't too much news at IOA right now. Circus McGurkus continues to be closed, and Lost Continent continues to be a shell of its former self, with tables and chairs for seating positioned around the former entrance of Poseidon. The most exciting thing at Lost Continent right now is the Monstergram Studios, which has taken over the All Hallows shop. And last but not least, the watering hole in Jurassic Park is now serving drinks in souvenir cups. The drinks themselves are getting mixed reviews, but the cups themselves look very similar to the ones that are sold at Universal Studios Hollywood at the Isla Nublar outside of the Jurassic World ride. That's going to wrap it up. As always, you can find me and my books at theunofficialguides.com, and I'll be back in a couple weeks with more little things from around the Universal Orlando Resort.
All right.
I don't think it's a surprise that we could see Universal outdoing Walt Disney World crowds-wise by 2030, especially with Epic Universe opening in the next couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, that the whole kind of way things have been handled between both parks have shown that in the past few years, especially.
That's good news, but kind of sad or scary news
it
for
is.
us because
yes.
Like I feel like Universal has been our own little secret for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just catching on, which is great for their business for sure, but I just hope to God it doesn't become
Walt
Disney World.
Yeah, I agree.
Attendance is going up. Now, was that number in comparison to just Magic Kingdom or the entire Walt Disney World, like Animal Kingdom?
He said
Epcot?
Walt Disney World.
He said Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane, especially that, they have 4 parks.
Yeah.
And we have 2.
I mean, Michael, you worked there for a long time at Universal, and for all it was busy, it was never crazy busy. Can you imagine the parks with crowd levels of say the Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, it's really bizarre for me. Back when I worked operations, I mean, I was in operations until late 2005, and back then you could pace out when the high and low times were in the park. And early to late mid-February, we'd call that tumbleweed time because you'd be lucky if you saw the same 200 guests pass you on the streets at the greeter positions. And nowadays, there is no downtime.
No.
It's no matter when you go, it is always packed, and it's getting more so now. And things like Harry Potter coming in, as well as Jurassic World being as popular as it is, and the more that Universal latches onto those modern popular IPs, the busier the resort's going to get. And Universal has continuously hit those high points every single year with developing something new. And Disney, on the other hand, although they are currently having a huge push to build new things, a lot of their parks are very stagnant in comparison, where Universal is like, no, we will open something new every year.
Yeah.
Disney doesn't pace it out that way, so they're not as modern in that regard. I know a lot of my friends are going to argue that with me. I'm like, that's just the way the pacing goes. I understand where budget is and the fact that Disney's got projects all over the place, and right now, because of everything going on here, they're very stalled out on their construction projects. But regardless of all that, Universal's been outpacing them.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised by them saying they're going to eventually hit a higher capacity. The problem is, the parks having 3 parks compared to, if you want to include the water parks, Disney's 6 parks, their capacity will always be higher, but proportionally, if Universal's outpacing them, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Yeah. I think I've said it on the show before, the amount of friends or listeners I know now with little kids who are prime Disney age that aren't taking their kids to Disney. And like we say, I don't think Disney realised the knock-on effect of that is that if the friends my age who aren't taking their kids, then their kids aren't going to take their kids, and their kids aren't going to take their kids. It's that long-lasting effect that they're not seeing.
And this wasn't something that happened overnight. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been going on for years of, and I'm not saying Universal hasn't done some of this, but the squeezing every single cent out of your guests, right? Taking benefits away, charging more. It just kind of takes away that quote magic, that you feel when you go over there. It's just like, no, I'm just, cattle running through a park and just getting all my money taken away. So why am I going to, introduce a different generation and do all that stuff? I'll just go down the street and I'll go Universal.
Yep. There's no park reservations. There's no lightning lane, any of that BS that I've got to put up with. I can walk in, stay in a hotel if I want, get unlimited express pass for 2 days for the sake of one night. It's just so much easier.
Yep.
And on top of that, I mean, even I've said it before, Alexa and I haven't been to the parks, any Disney park, aside from Typhoon, just because obviously water.
Yeah.
Aside from Typhoon, probably in 6 years. And we've wanted to go. Like, I want to go back to Epcot. I either want to do like Food and Wine and this was all pre-rides, like Food and Wine or like the Flower and Garden Festival. Like, I like those. They're cool.
Yeah.
You get to try a bunch of stuff. And even Star Wars. Like, we haven't seen Star Wars or any of the new lands put out there. We want to. It's just price, obviously, is one thing. And then when they started changing everything, it became so complicated and difficult to go to the parks, where I'm like, forget it. Like, it just kind of discourages you from doing it. I mean, we'll do it one day. It's just not as easy as just walking into Universal.
Oh, no, it's so complicated right now. And even diehard Disney people are saying the same thing, that it's just, it's always been more planning than Universal, always. But now it's like, it's almost impossible to plan it with a lot of the things that they have. Like, for instance, I wanted to go ride Tron last time I was in Orlando, but because they don't have a standby line, you have to use virtual queue, and they release it at certain times of the day. I wasn't going to spend $400 on 2 park tickets for me and Krista and not even have any type of guarantee that even if we wanted to stand in line all day and ride that ride, like, we couldn't.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have a park reservation for the park in order to get a virtual. It's just so
crazy.
Complicated.
Yeah, the whole reservation system was a giant misstep. I understand them implementing it because of the pandemic and needing to throttle how many people there, but they should have lifted it by now.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know they have the plans to do it. They're supposed to be lifting all that in January, but it didn't come soon enough. And I think part of it was an experiment on their part on how they can throttle the amount of capacity the park has as well as the rides have. And it kind of blew up in their face. Which is what we're looking at now. I mean, you guys are saying it clear as day. It's just too complicated to just go have a regular day at Disney anymore. There is no such thing as a casual day where you can just waltz on something popular. It just doesn't exist. Universal still has that, and I think a lot of people really latch onto that.
Absolutely.
That freedom, that ability to just, it may be a 5-hour wait. I don't mind waiting the 5 hours. Let me hop on the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least you have that opportunity to do it.
Like I said, when we came over in September, we were going to have a day at Hollywood Studios because the kids were coming with us for the first time, like all 4 of us. We were going to go, so we hadn't done Galaxy's Edge and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail, whatever the hell that thing's called. And it was going to...
shoulder for that one.
So with an Uber there and back, 4 park tickets, plus Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance, because I've been told that's pretty much the only way we're getting on it. We were looking at about $600, and there's like, hell no way. There is no way I am dropping that much money for one day at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we just didn't bother. We went to SeaWorld instead, and that wasn't great either, to be fair, but...
SeaWorld's a different monster altogether.
I mean, there was less waiting, yes, you're right, and it didn't cost us anywhere near as much, but yeah, anyway.
I mean, I still love Disney. I still sell Disney, and I still have lots of Disney clients. But I just really, really hope that something changes over there soon, where they take things in a different direction, because it's even kind of impossible for travel agents to help their clients plan, because there's just so much relying on luck of the draw with those virtual queues and things like that. So
I think we'll see a little bit of that. I mean, this is not to get into that, but with management changes over there,
yes,
I think they're feeling it and they know they have to change something. So we'll definitely see some changes there. I want them to change because I'd love to go over there and do that. It's just not to a point right now where I'd want to.
No.
With how things are.
Absolutely.
Part of the problem with the virtual queues is you can't book it a day in advance versus I just got back from Washington, D.C., and Air and Space is the most popular of the Smithsonian museums, but they work on boarding groups now. But you can book the boarding group a full day in advance. Okay. So you didn't make it into the museum that day, you can book it for the next day.
Nice.
Disney doesn't have that, where you've got to book it the morning of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the opening is 7 a.m. is when the queue opens for that, where you can make the first reservation, and the second one's at 1 in the afternoon. And if you don't make either of those 2 doors, you're not getting on that day, and you have to just try again tomorrow and hope for the best. But the problem is, for something like Disney, if they try to do the full day in advance, that opens it up to something like ticket scalpers finding a way to capitalize on it, being like, all right, well, you didn't get it through their app, but you can pay me $10 and I'll give you my reservation for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're even like at Tron Ride. I haven't seen anything recently, but I know when they first opened, they were turning people away if they didn't show up within their window.
Yes.
But like, and I get that, but at the same time with Disney, they expect you to make dining reservations 60 days in advance, and they expect you to kind of plan out your day. So, you got a dining reservation and then your boarding group is called. What do you do?
Yeah.
So there's just so many little like nooks and crannies that go into planning. It's made it so complicated, which makes me appreciate Universal so much more.
I don't know what I want to eat 60 minutes in advance. How many months did you say?
Exactly. 60 days,
60
isn't it?
days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2 months.
Right.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is better than 6 months. It used to be 6 months.
Yeah, I remember everyone getting excited about like when they can make those dining reservations, and it was part of the planning, but it's, if you don't, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Anyway.
Speaking of food.
Yes.
Minion?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So I was a little bummed. I saw Jillian's post about the food.
Okay.
But I have heard from other people that it's good. So it could have been just a one-off thing. Loving the videos, loving everything in that land so far.
Yeah,
Hope the food's good when I get
the
there.
food looks cute. I guess we'll find out how good it tastes in September. But so Jillian said that it was definitely not oh hell yeah, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it wasn't quite
It wasn't both.
Well, that's interesting. We'll get there.
Ooh. Let me guess. Audio recording?
Oh yeah, there's a few.
Okay, cool. All right. As Seth said, Minion Land has partially soft opened, which means Minion Cafe, Freeze Ray Pops, Bake My Day, and Papanana are serving, and you can meet and greet at the Illumination Theater. Our social media gatherer and her other half, Kyle.
I'll mention Madeline because I didn't actually put her name in there. Sorry, Madeline.
Yeah. Madeline, the social media gatherer, and her better half, Kyle.
I wouldn't necessarily say better half.
No, you know why I said better half? Because I always say Alexa's my better half.
I know.
And it just came out that way. Her worst half, Kyle, visited on opening day, and we're going to hear from them periodically as we talk about the new offerings.
Hey, podcast family. This is Madeline and Kyle. We just visited the soft opening of Minion Land and Universal Studios, and here just to give you some of our first thoughts on the new land. So starting off just generally, but as Florida is known to do, it was pouring this morning. We knew that coming in and kind of dressed accordingly, but it was a little bit crazy to have a soft opening in the rain, but it was pretty great.
Yeah, it seemed like since it was raining, it wasn't too crowded. We didn't have to wait too long for anything. Even the cafe was only about a 5-minute wait to get in.
Yeah, it was really well organized. All of the staff was super nice, super happy. So that was cool to see too. Just all of the staff excited for the opening of all of the stores and restaurants. So it was fun.
We should just call this the clip episode, by the way.
Yeah.
I think they do this every week and then we have to do less work. It'd be great.
Yeah.
That was the old saying, every series has a clip show eventually.
Yeah.
Bake My Day. So we got cupcakes, macaroons, and s'mores. Plus, it includes a selection of Minion-inspired merchandise, including apparel, plush, drinkware, accessories, and keychains.
To be fair, from the videos I've seen, it's mostly merch.
I mean, did we think they weren't going to go heavy on the theming merch?
No.
I'm picturing like the bakery in Seuss Landing. Kind of like that, where it's like half merchandise store, half bakery. Is it like that?
No, I would say there's more bakery in that store than there is. You mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say so. It's like literally. So where the macarons and stuff is, it's literally like the bits in the tribute stores where they used to have like the bits at the end.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's kind of just like that.
Okay.
So starting off, we went to Bake My Day first. We got a few different things. So I'll tell you about the banana cream pop I got. It was really good. Banana is definitely a theme in Minion Land. We had a lot of banana today, but it was delicious, really sweet, but good. It looks like a Minion, really cute. So yeah, it was awesome. And there's some videos of it up on the Instagram, but it was really good.
Yeah, I ended up getting the evil s'more, which was delicious. It was 2 graham crackers, obviously, with a marshmallow, but it was coated in like maybe purple, white chocolate, and it had eyes and everything. It was Pretty adorable.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then
we'll wait.
And then Freeze Ray Pops.
Yeah.
Freeze Ray Pops sells a selection of, you guessed it, popsicles.
Whoa.
A Minion popsicle, blue banana, and Gru Nutella popsicle are priced at $8.99 each.
Does that seem expensive?
For a popsicle? It does.
What's a Nutella popsicle?
It sounds pretty good to me.
I don't know.
The Minion
chocolate,
one.
like a chocolate pop, the fudge pops.
The popsicle's like frozen ice? Like a regular popsicle, or is this something?
Well, I would assume so.
I've only seen the Minion one. The Minion one looks quite cool. I haven't seen the Gru one. I don't think. Oh, actually, I might have done. I don't know. I've seen that much about this bloody land over the last 2 weeks.
I'm trying not to look at too much because I do want to have a little element of surprise when I get there in September.
Good luck.
Ooh, this sounds good. There's also a variety of flavored popsicles that are $5.99 each. And that's a better price. That's about the price of a Mickey bar. So, yeah. They have mango, strawberry, coconut, blueberry lemonade, cotton candy, cheesecake, lemon mint, and cookies and cream.
Lemon mint's a strange combination.
Hey, I had a lemon mint drink on a flight one time. It was the best thing I've ever had. So good.
Sorry, Nana.
But it's really refreshing. Yeah.
And cookies and cream? Or that's lemon mint and
two separate things.
Two separate ones, Chris.
All right.
Chris can't English today.
Apparently not.
No, my brain's not there.
I reckon he needed that Oxford comma.
I think so. Let's see what Madeline and Kyle tried and see what they have to say.
we also got a popsicle at Freeze Ray Pops, which is like a little stand that isn't inside a building. So you just walk along Minion Land and it's a stand in between the cafe and everything else. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, Kyle got that, so I'll let him talk about it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's mostly fruit options, but they do have a cookies and cream option, and what we got was the Gru Nutella Pop.
There you go.
A Nutella filling, and then it's dark chocolate coating on the outside. It was absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was
really good.
Oh, hell yeah.
See?
And then
I guess we've got the Pop-A-Nana. This place sells 2 souvenir popcorn buckets, the Minion selfie bucket for $29.
Wow.
And the Minion cat bucket for $38.
Actually, that's not cat. Apparently I can't write. There you go. Car.
The Minion car, okay, sorry. And the Minion car bucket for $38.
Wow.
They also sell banana-flavored popcorn by the cup for $6.69. I'm not going to lie, when you said Minion cat here, I instantly thought of Carl, the dog, or the not dog, that little monster from the first movie. That's got to be it. They're calling it the Minion cat now, sure.
So you just went with it.
Yep. Roll with the punches here. Anyway, they also offer 2 signature drinks, the PX41 Punch, which is lemonade with bright flavors of strawberry and kiwi, with evil minion colored toppings and blue raspberry pop rocks.
Interesting.
They also have the Antidote, oodles of banana flavor with minion colored toppings and graham cracker crumbles. They also serve fountain sodas, Bud Light, High Life. What is that?
A beer.
Oh, okay. And a Wells banana bread beer.
Interesting. So that Antidote looks disgusting. It's just like a banana.
It sounds gross.
It's a banana flavored soda. It's just weird. It looks odd.
That
With
PX41 just makes my stomach hurt with how much sugar.
See, that sounds nice, I think.
I think it sounds good. It does sound very sugary, though, for sure.
Very sugary.
Of course.
It's a theme park.
Of course.
I'm looking forward to trying the popcorn. I'm not going to pay $40 for a stupid bucket, but I will buy the popcorn.
That's crazy.
You mean the not Carl bucket?
Yeah. No Minion cat bucket for me.
You see how people have settled in well already.
All right, let's hear what Madeline Kyle have to say about that.
We went over to Pop-A-Nana too, and We got a few different things there. Banana popcorn was really good. It was sweet. I thought it tasted kind of like kettle corn. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, it was definitely kettle corn-like with just like a hint of banana. I definitely recommend it. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I kind of want to go back and get some more.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. And then I got the PX41 Punch, which was incredible. It's the purple drink, if you've seen anyone post it, with purple frosting on it and Pop Rocks. It was so amazing. But the most popular thing we got was the banana bread beer that Kyle got.
Yeah, so I got the banana bread beer.
Surprise,
and if
surprise.
I had to compare it to anything, it's like a Pilsner with kind of just like a slight hint of banana bread. So it's not super sweet, but it seemed like every team member we walked by was asking us how it was and if it was good, if it was too sweet. But honestly, it was a really great beer.
Yeah, it's crazy. We went before a lot of the team members even had a chance to try out all these different things because it just opened today. So that was pretty awesome.
Of course, on to the main event next, and that is Minion Cafe, which we've all been looking for, and we're going to take a quick look at the menu and prices and descriptions. I've seen all of these at this point. I feel like I've watched so many videos about this land. I feel like I've eaten it all. So it starts off with the Despicables, and there's Kevin's Chopper Salad for $14.99, which is purple cabbage, arugula, tomatoes, cucumber, edamame, crispy pork belly, pulled rotisserie chicken, green plantain chips, and a mustard ale vinaigrette. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to order it just so I can say the Choppa salad.
I feel like you also ran right by Despicables.
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 Next up, we have El Macho's Salsa y Salsa Ropa Vieja, which is $16.99, and that is braised beef with tomato, cucumber salad, cilantro rice, salsa roja, and El Macho tostones. Chris, what's a tostone?
Smashed plantain, which is like a banana.
Okay.
Ropa Vieja is so freaking good. I love Ropa Vieja.
I just want ropa vieja on top of tostones.
Chris just wants
I
to
will
say
take
it.
that in a heartbeat.
I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
It's delicious. That's what it
It's
is.
so good. Yep.
Next up, we have Carl's. There you go. It's come back to haunt me already. Carl's crispy cauliflower for $14.99. It's crispy cauliflower florets with sweet and spicy chili sauce, coconut blue rice, Thai cucumbers, and edamame for the vegans out there. Sounds good. That's the one with the weird blue stuff. It looks odd.
Yeah.
But again, it looks. I like the idea of a sweet and spicy chili sauce.
Yeah. It's also a very unique item at a theme park.
Yeah.
So, we also have Lucy's Top Secret Salmon, and that is a wood-grilled Atlantic salmon, coconut blue rice, Thai cucumbers, edamame, lipstick taser sauce.
Anyone know what lipstick taser sauce is?
So I know what lipstick is. Definitely know what a taser is, and I know what sauce is.
I'm going to assume this is something very spicy.
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah.
It certainly gives you
get
that
for
impression.
$18.99.
That's expensive.
For salmon, not really.
Okay.
Lipstick taser sauce is also pricey nowadays.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
We have Otto's Noodle Bowl, and that's $16.99, and that comes with slow roasted porchetta, udon noodles, tare egg. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Anybody?
No clue. Tracy's not here.
She won't know.
She would know.
She would know.
So it comes with a tare egg, cilantro, roast corn, shrimp dumpling, and tonkatsu broth. There we go. Tonkatsu broth.
Yeah, that wasn't difficult to say, was it?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's the
Then we
one.
have,
I think that's the one in the little bowl with like the Minion's face on it. You know, like the jar that they showed in all the promotional stuff. I'm pretty sure that's that one.
Yeah. Chicken Stewart's Szechuan Surprise. That's $15.49. It is Szechuan glazed rotisserie chicken and stir-fried vegetable lo mein.
Okay.
Num num.
Sounds
That
good.
actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
We also have Agnes's honeymoon soup. You can get that for $13.99. That comes with green tomato soup, crispy pork belly, tomato gummy bear, basil oil served with pimento cheddar grilled cheese sandwich.
So this is the cheap version of the fork, knife, and spoon grilled cheese from Mythos.
Oh, hell yeah.
This one is the one that really looks disgusting.
It does, but apparently it's really good.
How does it really? I haven't even seen it.
Really, it's the green. It's a green soup.
No, I've been avoiding a lot of stuff on purpose, but I have
Oh my God.
spoken to somebody about this.
It looks like a green mush, like baby food with a gummy bear on top.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, let's talk about some handhelds. I left it open for you, Chris. You failed me.
I don't think that was there for that, to be fair.
A failure today, Chris. You need to keep drinking your coffee.
Yeah.
Uncle Drew's belly fillin' pork sandwich for $13.99. Slow roasted porchetta, chimichurri sauce, mustard aioli, apple butter, bacon jam, arugula, Hawaiian pretzel bun, and green plantain chips.
Yes.
Yeah, I could go for that.
It looks great.
Everything except the pretzel bun. Give me a regular bun.
Really?
Yeah, you're not really
bun.
you don't like pretzels, huh?
Not a pretzel guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa loves them. It's her favorite snack in the
That's
park.
her favorite. Yeah, it is.
Sorry, Alexa.
Next up, we got the steak and cheese ray sandwich for $14.99, which is a French onion dipped roast beef, caramelized onions, secret sauce, cheesy blast pimento cheese on a cheddar and onion roll.
I mean,
that sounds good too.
Hell yes.
That last sentence, cheesy blast pimento cheese. What? I don't know what that is, but it looks good. It sounds good.
Pimento cheese is a pretty southern dish.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to say,
The
Michael?
cheesy blast part sounds like they're going to put cheese whiz on it.
It
Okay.
does.
Okay, it looks good. Again, that's the one that they splattered all over the promotional material when they were promoting it before it soft opened.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then last with the handhelds, we got Off the Flames, Mel's Meatball Mountain, $13.99. Wood oven baked stuffed pizza with meatballs, basil, fresh mozzarella, and marinara.
This looks good. It looks like a calzone. It looks, yes, I will be getting this.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that looks like a stromboli, all right.
Yes, it does. You're right. Oh, I never
That's
even
a very
considered that.
eclectic range of food options in one place.
It's good though for it not to be, we talked about this before it opened that we were worried it was just going to be a carbon copy of the one in Hollywood, and it certainly isn't.
No, I mean, we got salad, ropa vieja, cauliflower, salmon, noodle bowls, Szechuan.
Yeah.
Lipstick taser sauce.
Yeah, a pork sandwich, a grilled cheese. That's a pretty big range.
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's round that menu off with some dessert choices. So first we've got the Fluffy Unicorn Cupcake for $5.99. It's a confetti cupcake with vanilla and bubblegum icing, topped with chocolate unicorn horn.
Why are cupcakes so expensive, by the way? Because they're
Is it
nearly
like
all
those
icing.
Big fancy ones, or
Yeah, I think it's the size of a softball, one of those.
Yeah, it's big.
A typical theme park.
That's what she said.
It's all icing.
And fondant and all that.
Yep.
Anyway, after that we've got the Minion Swiss Roll for $7.99. It's a vanilla cake with a pineapple cardamom whipped ganache, passion fruit banana with a chocolate shell.
Right, I've seen the
This
picture of
sounds
this.
really good.
It's a Swiss roll for $8, and it's not even a whole one. It's just a slice. It's tiny for $8. I can get a whole
Well, that's ridiculous.
foot-long one for like £1 from our local supermarket.
I mean, I'm just a sucker for the Little Debbie Swiss roll.
I was about to say
I'll
the
give this
little
a
Debbie
try,
ones
but-
are
Oh, it's not that. It's not like a Twinkie. It's not that sort of size. It's just a slice. It's a tiny
But does
little
it
piece.
have pineapple cardamom whipped ganache?
I could buy a whole pineapple and a whole tub of ganache and splatter it over a cheap bloody Swiss roll for less than that price.
Just pictured Lee sitting on his couch with just tubs of ganache, just shoving it down his throat.
It's just
Taking a bite of a pineapple.
like,
at the
Yeah.
same
look,
time.
I appreciate we're in a theme park and I appreciate that we've got theme park pricing, but that is ridiculous for what you get.
Yeah, I'll give it a try once, and that's probably about it. My wallet will be screaming at me after the
Yes.
one time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we've got Bob's Teddy Bear Chocolate Cream Puff for $6.49, and it is filled with a chocolate whipped ganache.
I mean, this is cool. This is the one that, again, that was all over the promotional stuff. It's like the teddy bear's head with the button eyes and stuff, and it's a cream puff. Tracy will just complain that it's not the matcha green tea puff from the Today Cafe. But it looks all right. I'd try it. It looks nice.
It's a cream puff. It looks decent.
Yeah.
Is it bigger? Is it big enough to justify the price?
No, of course it isn't.
No, that's theme park price.
Exactly.
Then we've got Otto's Pet Rock for $7.99, which is peanut butter mousse, strawberry jelly, crushed peanuts, banana cake dipped in a chocolate shell.
I'm about to go back on everything I've said so far because I've seen the size of this and it's not massive and it's $8, but oh my God, that sounds amazing.
It does sound good.
It really, anything with peanut butter in it, I'm all over. It just...
Peanut butter jelly and banana.
Yes.
Sounds like my old elementary school lunch.
Yes, they also have a kids menu, which we're not bothered about because none of us have got kids that are going to eat off the kids menu now, so I don't care.
Okay, and apparently none of our listeners have kids either.
Yeah, well, they can look at it. It's online. I'm not bothered.
At these prices, I may be only able to afford the kids menu, so,
Get away.
I may be eating off the kids menu because...
You want to split one?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I want to try those little tater tot things.
Yes. Yeah, they can come because there's I didn't put the sides in because I knew we had a lot to cover. A portion of Minion Tots on the side on their own is $5.50, I think, and you get about 7 of them.
Well, they're cute.
They want to be more than bloody cute for $5 or whatever it is.
That's a little rough.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, let's hear what Madeline and Kyle had to say about this.
Then we, believe it or not, still ate more and went to Minion Cafe for lunch. I got the Uncle Drew belly fill-in pork sandwich, which came with banana chips. It was amazing. It tasted like something you'd get in Hawaii or one of the Pacific Islands.
So good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Delicious.
Pork. It was sweet.
Savory.
Yeah, sweet and savory, I would say. And the banana chips were salty, which I wasn't expecting. They were really good. Salty and sweet. I was afraid it would just taste all sweet, but it was good. It was very worth the wait. We had a little bit of a wait, so they're only doing mobile ordering. So you sit down at a table and they bring it to you, but it was totally worth it and really good. So yeah, happy with that for sure. And then Kyle, what did you have?
I had the Agnes honeymoon soup, which I was super interested in because everybody said it looked absolutely disgusting, but I refused to believe that they would sell something that was actually disgusting. I was sad to see that I did not get my gummy bear or gummy worm in it, but it did have like chunks of pork belly in it, and the soup was like a tomato based, but somehow it was green, so I don't know if they dyed it or something, but yeah, it was a green tomato soup. And then the grilled cheese was actually really good. It was regular American cheese, then pimento cheese with like chili flakes, and the bread tasted kind of like pizza dough, but it looks like they put it in like a waffle iron.
Oh.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
I just saw a picture of it, and yes, it looks kind of weird.
No, it does.
It reminds me of, remember when Heinz did like those like colored ketchups back in the day?
Yes.
It reminds me of just like that in a bowl. And I ate it as a kid. I'll eat this as an adult.
Apparently, it looks exactly like the soup out of the movie, so...
I mean, roasted green tomato soup is a thing, so it may just be green tomatoes and not dyed red tomatoes. But,
interesting.
You know, you've had fried green tomatoes, and they do roasted soup. So
nice. And I think they spent only $300, so not too bad. And finally, there is the Illumination Theater meet and greet,
which I think Seth said there's like 3 characters from Sing and a couple of Minions.
And then last thing, which I was so excited for, was Illumination Theater.
As soon as she heard the music, she started running.
Yeah, it was amazing. So they have a meet and greet with the Minions. I'm sure Kayla's going to love this, but it's really fun to meet the Minions. You can dance with them and take pictures. They do close it off. I'm sure for this first few weeks, it's going to be packed with people. And they don't just let the line get extremely long. They're doing like 1 an hour and they close it off, but you get to go up and meet the Minions. It was really super fun, cute little meet and greet. They took our picture with a phone for us, so we didn't have to like buy a Universal photo or anything, so that was amazing. But yeah, just wrapping it up, it was really fun. It definitely changes the entrance to Universal Studios, so it feels, in my opinion, more cohesive, but still really on brand for Universal. Amazing theming in the land, and I'm excited for the ride to open.
Yeah, I miss Shrek and Monsters Cafe a lot, but this is definitely a worthy replacement. Pretty much everything we tried was phenomenal. I can't can't even think of something I would change. Like, the food was just 10 out of 10. Good. I'm excited to try different things, everything else they have to offer.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, UUOP. We love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Oh, I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, that made me excited about it.
I've seen enough reviews of it that say it's decent. I haven't seen anyone that's gone, yeah, it's not worth going. So I'm excited to try a lot of it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
So, the Illumination Theater meet and greet here, it seems like Universal is specifically separating the Illumination characters from their other animated characters or DreamWorks characters. And do you think there's a reason behind that? Like, Universal Comcast owns DreamWorks, but do you think there's a reason they're not letting their characters mix? Like, why are all the Illumination meet and greets up here, but the DreamWorks meet and greets are back in former Kids Zone?
I think obviously
good question.
It makes sense to just have Illumination characters in Illumination Avenue, I guess, is why I would see it that way. It's weird how in Minion Land you can meet characters from Sing, but okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be just a theming thing.
Yeah.
Unless there's some rights in the back end that we don't know about.
Because maybe I'm assuming that Kid Zone's going to be kind of a DreamWorks land, and that's possibly why they're kind of keeping them away from this, so that transition into there is going to be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm excited.
I heard a rumor a while back that they might be getting the Secret Life of Pets ride in the back of the park, but that was only a rumor. I'd never heard anything confirmed about it.
That would be cool.
I always figured it would probably go best back there, maybe on the plot Animal Actors was sitting on, but Animal Actors stuck around.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's interesting because nothing's really been said about Kid Zone at all, has it? It's just kind of, it is what it is, and we'll see what happens when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think, so Kyle said something there, which I liked hearing that because it makes me happy, where, when you take something away, you put something in its place, you hope it's as good, if not better. And from the looks of it, it sounds like this is that, right? As opposed to taking away something good and giving us crap. Fast and Furious. Yeah, I'm liking that this is a good move on their part, and also just from the videos and pictures, it just looks like it adds so much more life into that area of the park.
Yeah, it for sure does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Let's move along and let's give some shout outs to some Producers Club birthdays.
Right, it is time for some birthdays. And we are going to kick this off June the 27th with, this guy's been with us forever. I love him. He's amazing. You should love him too. It is the amazing Brian Jennings' birthday. Happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, guests, I have no idea who these people are.
And on June the 28th, it is the gorgeous and wonderful Adam Pagan's birthday. Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
And then we're moving into the next month. July the 1st sees the amazing and gorgeous Jezebel Yebb's birthday. Happy birthday, Jezebel.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And July the 7th sees the delightful and enchanting Rachel Hoffmeyer's birthday. Happy birthday, Rachel.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And July the 9th, one of my favourite people, a Jaws aficionado as well as many things. We have seen the photos of his stuff. I adore him. We all adore him. It is the wonderful, the one and only Thomas J. Wagner's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
You are
birthday.
getting your full name.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Thomas.
Happy birthday.
Probably hates Tracey right now because she's ridden Jaws twice in the last 2 weeks and he hasn't ridden it since it closed.
I just love that she said we've seen pictures of his stuff. But go ahead.
And finally, last but, oh my goodness, never least, once seen, never forgotten on July the 10th, it is the unforgettable, the amazing, the Irishman himself. It is Stuart Mallett's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Stu.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, crap. Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Oh, we got a double Feliz cumpleaños.
I had to give my Irish bud some love.
And all of you, as usual, I wish you cake, I wish you love, I wish you lots of happy memories. Have a good one.
Oh, she's been on the show tons this week.
Thanks, Tracey. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
It is, because I don't get to hear from her either.
All right, we will be right back after this break.
Man, we need a vacation.
Oh, I got this.
Whoa, that's awesome. But I was thinking something a little more adventurous.
Okay, how about this?
Yes!
How about some relaxation from Mama?
Oh, perfect. Wait, how did you do that?
Easy. Portkey Vacations.
For your next vacation, let Portkey Vacations take away all the guesswork and stress of planning. From air and hotel to theme park tickets and everything else in between, they've got you covered. Just visit PortkeyVacations.com and touch the Portkey to get started with your free, no-obligation quote request. With just one touch, and Portkey Vacations will magically take you wherever you want to go.
Welcome back. Well, we finally have our second Halloween Horror Nights house announcement. You can head over to our sister podcast, Rush of Fear, for Kenneth, Maddie, and Michelle's coverage of the announcement. But it's over to Michelle to give us these juicy details.
Yeah. So Halloween Horror Nights dares guests to survive The Last of Us as Naughty Dog and PlayStation's award-winning post-pandemic video game comes to life for the first time as an all-new haunted house at Universal Orlando Resort. Set in a ravaged civilization where infected and hardened survivors run rampant, Naughty Dog and PlayStation's The Last of Us video game, which celebrates its 10th anniversary this year, has captivated audiences since its release. And now guests can immerse themselves in a real-life experience that puts them directly into the game's frightening world. The Last of Us haunted houses on both coasts will propel guests into a world of carnage and mayhem as they follow in the footsteps of the game's protagonists, Joel and Ellie, who endure a brutal journey in a world overtaken by a fungal virus that turns humans into various forms of a new threat known as the infected. As guests encounter the infected, runners, stalkers, and clickers, along with the hunters, a band of hostile humans, they will need to navigate the Pittsburgh quarantine zone, including iconic locations from the video game, such as the creepy and desolate The Hotel Grand, and a labyrinth of dark and dank tunnels in a desperate attempt to escape and survive.
Sorry, just hyperventilating.
I wish I could have just hugged you when I read that.
I knew you guys would be so excited when that announcement came out.
I was honestly, when that announcement came out, I was so far behind because I forgot what I was doing that day. Didn't even get on my phone till nighttime. I popped open my phone. I see this announcement, like everybody's posting. I look over Lex. I'm like, is this real? She goes, yeah, they announced it earlier. Like, you didn't see it? I'm like, no, I've just been busy all day. I could cry when I read that. It was awesome.
So cool.
As a massive fan and frequent attendee of Halloween Horror Nights, we are honored to have The Last of Us included in this year's lineup. It has been an incredible thrill for us at Naughty Dog to collaborate with Universal, bringing the world of the game to life, focusing on even the tiniest details that our fans know so well. Naughty Dog co-president Neil Druckmann said, having just celebrated the 10th anniversary of Last of Us, it's a perfect time for our friends to team up with Joel and Ellie and come face to terrifying face with clickers, raiders, and much more.
We are excited to bring The Last of Us to life in a terrifying haunted house that is true to the spirit of this popular video game featuring our heroes, Joel and Ellie, clickers, and more, said Laura Sauls, Assistant Director, Creative Development, and Show Direction at Universal Orlando Resort.
Right. So, I've been wanting to replay this game for so long, because I played it when it originally came out on like the PS3 or whatever it was. And because I never quite got the hype for it, I enjoyed it. It was really good. And then I played the second one, and the second one just cemented my love for it. The second one blew me away, and I got caught up in that hype, and it just, I think I've mentioned it before, of how much an effect the second game had on me. So I've been wanting to replay the first one for such a long time. And then the TV show got announced, and I was like, I really want to play it again. And then we watched the TV show, and the TV show's great. I've already watched it through twice, and I really want to play the game again. And then the house gets announced, and I'm like, I really want to play the game again. And then everyone's posting that they're replaying it, and Kayla's messaging me, what do you think about this? And it's like, so I finally pulled the trigger, and I bought it again at the weekend. So I'm currently about an hour and a half into it, and I'm stuck on the same bit I was the first time I played it. Oh my God.
I would be interested to hear how you feel about it after playing through it now. Because the general consensus was opposite, right? A lot of people, like myself, just adored the first game. And then, the second one, to some, I loved it, the second one as well, but they didn't like it. It wasn't as well received as the first one.
I know why, I think. For one specific reason. And I don't want to give spoilers away, so I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that. But yeah, no, it's I'm not a big fan of replaying like single player games, and this is one of those that I may because I just love this game so much.
Yeah. I spent like I said, I've spent about an hour and a half on it so far, and just so immersed in it already, and I cannot wait.
Especially like what they're gonna do with it in the house. Like I just am so looking forward to it.
So after they were on the spec map, or the house, and there was a scare zone on the spec maps, I was like, this is like the second year in a row this has been speculated, so I should just go ahead and, start my research and watch it because it's going to come. So I did watch the TV series because I'm not a gamer, and was blown away, like totally binged it because it was so good. And even Nancy liked it, which she is not any type of a fantasy movie or TV show type person, but she really liked it. And so now I'm in the middle of watching a playthrough.
Oh, the one that
YouTube.
Maddie told you about. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's very cool. I'm actually enjoying watching the playthrough. I'm so not skilled enough to actually enjoy playing the game.
Trust me. I wouldn't call myself a hardcore gamer, but I had to turn it off last night because I was about ready to put my controller through the TV. Because as I say, I'm stuck on the same bit that I struggled the first time round, and it's frustrating.
Driving you nuts.
Incredibly.
Yeah, I don't have the desire to have the patience for that. But watching it is really cool, and I am so into this world. It's super cool, and I cannot wait to see this come to life in a haunted house.
So I missed the actual announcement. Are they basing this more on the video game version or the television version? Because I only recently saw the series, and I went out and bought the game afterward, and I haven't had the time to sit down and play it.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have such a good time.
It's entirely based on the game.
Yeah, if I ever get the chance to play a game again, been a little busy lately, but you remember some years back they did the Resident Evil 2 haunted house.
Yes.
But they based it completely on the video game to the point where you walk through a pause screen.
Yes.
With the giant word pause hanging in the air. That was beautiful. And I'm wondering, do you think they're going to have something like that in this house, or if it's just going to be straightforward, you're in the world without the meta knowledge or the meta humor?
So the interesting thing is, and I think you guys talked about it on Rush of Fear, it's very specifically based on a very specific portion of the game as well, which is interesting because they're not going to be able to tell the story of The Last of Us when they're focusing on that Pittsburgh section, which is like the middle third of the game. So I'm not concerned because it doesn't bother me because I know the story, but I'm worried that people are going to go into it who haven't watched the TV show or haven't played the game aren't going to know what's going on.
I think they'll probably have some kind of, very brief intro room or some audio playing that just kind of really quickly catches you up to where we are in the story at a very high level so that you can just experience that one area there.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think the point is to try and tell the whole story through there because it is a little difficult to say that story in detail, especially in a haunted house.
Yes.
Right. So I think selecting a certain area that they saw as ideal, that it would work really well in a house.
Yeah.
And then kind of getting you up to speed and then maybe even leaving you with like a cliffhanger, to another house possibly next year because there's only 2 games. And if we ever see a third,
which is
probably still 10 years
in
from
the
now.
works apparently.
Yeah, but you know how long it takes. How long did part 2 take? With them every year going up, we're working on it. It's coming out soon, which is fine because they released another masterpiece. But, you know, maybe they're doing this to kind of stretch out how much they could use this to see how much, you know, the fans loved it this year. And like, all right, great. We're going to now move forward a little more with the story. So
I think if you look at what they're basing it, if you look at that section they're basing it on, though, like we've always said, like when you look at an IP that you can base a Halloween Horror Nights on, it's got to have multiple environments that are different. So you look at that Pittsburgh, you've got the QZ, you've got the hotel, you've got the tunnels, and then you've got that, I assume the house will end at that dead end, you know, with the house with the sniper in it at the end where all the infected come out the ground and the bloater comes out. That's got to be the finale, which when you look at that as that game through a microscope, it's a perfect section to base the house on.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I'm also like, especially after seeing the show and watching, you know, all the commentary that they do right after with the directors and
the podcast.
And
because we didn't get that. Because we didn't get that. No.
Yeah, so we'd get like an extra like 3 or 4 minutes of just them talking about that episode, but it's very heavily involved, you know, with Neil Druckmann and
Craig
the involvement he had even with the TV show.
Yeah.
I hope that same energy comes to the house, because you know he's very, you know, that's like his IP, right? Like that he just loves it to death, and you can tell when he talks about it.
Yeah.
So I hope that passion kind of comes through in the house. You know, get that passion, mix it together with, you know, the phenomenal team that puts these houses together and storyboards, all that stuff, and I think we definitely have a winner here.
I mean, it's a phenomenal environment for a haunted house, even without the characters. Like, just make us characters and just stick us in that world, and it's terrifying.
I want to smell that tunnel.
It's very Seeds of Extinction like, though, but a little more involved. So I'm excited.
Again, I love the fact that it's on the game because you're more likely to see, you will see Joel and Ellie in it. Whereas I think if it was based on the TV show, there's no way you would have seen those two characters. Because they just wouldn't have had the money to license their likenesses. So I think that's probably the biggest reason that they're basing it on the game.
Probably.
I'm totally fine with that, though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
If you could have gone either way on that one, I would have been fine.
Agreed. But yeah, it's the game that I fell in love with in the first place. So it's perfect.
Well, my goodness, watching a playthrough of the video game, I feel like I'm just watching a show.
Yeah, it is very cinematic.
So good.
So this game, like when I played this for the first time, it was years after the first one came out. Alexa had played it, loved it, and I was just bored at the house one day. I had nothing else to play on my Xbox, so she's like, try this game. I tried it, fell in love. It became my number one game where this game, when you play it, and I tell everybody, even if you're not a gamer, just try it to play it. It doesn't feel like you're playing a video game. It feels like you're playing a movie.
Yeah.
And just because it's just so detailed, so involved, and there's even slow bits where you're not doing much of a, you know, traditional video game style, you know, playing, but you don't care because you're so like sucked into this world and environment that I would just literally sit for hours if I could, just doing things in that world.
And for
so
me,
what is the gameplay like?
Have you ever played Uncharted at all?
Oh yeah,
they're exactly the same as Uncharted. Then it's the same. Naughty Dog's the same company, so it's this is the thing that kind of not annoys me, but I always feel, Chris, you've played the Uncharted games.
I played literally. Alexa has. I've played very little of it, but I know what you're.
I always feel that Joel is Nathan Drake because they look very similar and they act very similar, and it's like I feel like it should be his dad or something. But yeah, it's virtually the same gameplay as Uncharted.
So that third-person style.
Yeah, very, very similar.
But not repetitive, though.
No, God, no.
There's like I hate when a game just gives you tasks to do that are repetitive, and you just get bored. This is just like, again, just watching a movie with a controller in your hand.
Yeah, you are in the movie. It's so good. And the second one's just phenomenal. Just an amazing piece of storytelling.
Yeah, I always hats off to Naughty Dog. They do a spectacular job.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tracey wanted to chime in on the announcements too. So Trace, what do you think?
So Halloween Horror Nights news. We've got Last of Us confirmed. Very, very happy. Very excited for this one. I know the guys have dug deep into this already, and I just wanted to chime in a little, just so you don't forget me, you know. It's weird not being on the show. Finding out that it's just a specific segment that's being portrayed. That's quite good, because it's going to be more focused, and it's not going to be as broad as it could be, because sometimes it can be disjointed if it's just scene after scene after scene that don't really follow on. So I think that was a good shout. The fact that it's based on the game over the TV series, I think there's positives to that. When I first heard the rumour for this, I sat and thought about it, and I decided that I really didn't mind whether it was based on the TV show or the game. But thinking about it, knowing now that it's going to be based on the game, and Naughty Dog themselves are involved, which I think is great. And I do feel they're going to have more scope with things, video game-wise, because it would be nice to see if they could give it that kind of treatment where it looks not cartoony, but it's got that graphic design element rather than being real to life. And I feel that side of it will mean they have a little more license and will get away with more stuff. I certainly think it could be darker, but yeah, I'm very happy with this decision. I cannot wait to get through this numerous times. Pretty sure it'll be numerous times.
Yes,
highly anticipating this to be somewhere top of my list. So I'd be very disappointed if it's the last one on the list, The Last of Us. But yes, very, very excited about this announcement, and looking forward to seeing what else is announced in the coming weeks. I will catch you later.
That's a really good point, actually. I think we've talked about the Walking Dead Telltale games, of how that they look, and when that would translate into a house so well. So it'd be interesting to see if they do put like a video game style on the look of the house, or whether it goes true to life.
Yeah. She also made another great point. It's just being able to tell in more detail a section of that story than watering it down.
Yeah.
It's trying to get you through everything.
Because could you imagine trying to do that entire story in one house?
No,
you couldn't. So I think it is a good decision in the end.
You could try, but there would be so many like questions and blanks and gaps that it would just water down a story. And
well, that's like Stranger Things.
Yeah, majority of it is the story. You know, and we saw that in Stranger Things. You're right. Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, just hyperventilating again.
So cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, if you want to hear people chat about it more, go listen to our episode on Rush of Fear, because we spent a whole hour on it.
And that was without Kenneth there.
Just have that episode playing in the background over and over while you're playing the game and watching the TV show. Just do everything at once.
Oh, yeah. Immerse yourself in The Last of Us, ready for the house.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is the end of the podcast, and that means it's time for a Universal Is. Now, this one comes from our very special guest host, Michael. Now, we'd like to get you involved, so let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less, and send them to podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for this episode, Mike, it's over to you.
Universal is nostalgia, adventure, and a part of me.
Oh, that was a stretch. A part of me. Isn't that 3 words on its own?
It's inside quotation, so it's 1. All right. Talk to you guys next time.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at portkeyvacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, Call Off the Marines, we're coming home.